I will follow you. Good words, huh? We start, will you let me follow you? Yeah. The next step, I will follow you. Action step. We got to take those action steps in life if we want anything to happen. And this is such a blessing today. Just like they're so grateful to be here, and we're so grateful that they're here. We call that win-win. And it don't get much better than that. So this week, or this month, we're talking about our superpowers. We all have superpowers, don't we? And sometimes we use our superpowers for good, and sometimes we use the superpowers for not so good. So the key is to be aware. Be aware of how we're acting, and then we have the opportunity to behavior modify. So last week we had a great talk. Cindy did a talk on anger and understanding. We had a visual aid, David. And it was anger and understanding. And sometimes anger, has anyone had an experience of someone powering out with anger over them? Now we certainly would do it ourselves, but people might do that to us. And so like when we get into the energy of anger, like what we're doing really is standing in our space and not wanting to change. And what we do is we magnify our energy to that experience. And for the most part, we are right. That's a great acronym, WAR. We are right. So you're getting this war with people. Anger. And all it is just being able to understand, like, this is who I am and this is the way I see it. And then the other person to begin to understand the way they see the experience or the situation or something like that. So when we're in anger, we magnetize and hold ourselves in that limiting experience. When we move into understanding, understanding allows us to see the truth of what's going on. And then the truth sets us free. We can both make choices. We can come into harmony and move forward, or we can just honor the viewpoint of another. So just begin to understand when our superpower, anger, gets misqualified, we're really limiting who we really are and our life experiences. What happens when we get into our power, a good phrase would be control dramas. Because we want to control through our dramas. See, we seek to control through our anger. And what we do is we protect ourselves through our anger, and at the same time, we take another's energy also. So we get strong with anger. So what we want to do is to understand there's enough energy for everyone. We just have to connect with that God energy, the energy of the universe. See, we all have that opportunity, that benefit. And it's through our separation, our misunderstanding of who we really are, that has led us into this experience of trying to capture other people's energy to feed us and strengthen us. So control dramas are something that we all need to look at in our life. And if we just take the time to look at them, we can take that next step and follow that inner guidance, follow our soul. Pretty neat experience. Winning. So, gosh, our culture is obsessed with achievement and productivity, wouldn't you say? And in the Western world, it's almost a win at all costs mindset. And there's nothing wrong with being successful and productive, even victorious in the challenges of life. But we don't want to lose in the process the love. The love. And when we focus on results, we're really focusing on the outer. We're focusing on the outer and we're seeking to be fed by the outer. And if the outer doesn't look like the picture we see, or the picture that our world wants us to see, we feel less than. We feel we've missed the mark. You know, when we play in the world of duality, if we have winners, what else do we need? Losers. And see, there's no winners or losers. There just is. There's neither good nor bad. Thinking makes it so. And our thoughts come from the world. Our love comes from our heart. To begin to understand, where are we coming from? Where are we coming from in my control drama? The world's changing. And I know all you guys out here, just wonderful people, and are on that path of enlightenment, trying to begin to understand who we really are. That we are more than mere mortals. We are this divinity expressing through this vehicle, this body. And so as we have been in this continuum in our Christ evolution, we've all grown. And we've all grown beyond what our parents thought and their belief systems. And we begin to embrace, who am I and what do I believe? And then we give that to our children. And we hope that we nurture them to be who they really are. To be who they really are. And I guess that's one of the most blessed things that I've had the honor of being with a spiritual family for so long, is we've seen so many kids. We've seen kids this big graduate from college. And the kids that grew up with a metaphysical or a spiritual understanding of who they were, they're doing just great in the world. They're listening to their own voice. They're following their guidance. And they're giving themselves to express their uniqueness. To express the uniqueness I am. So, that's the gift that we can give to life. The gift to life. In our culture, where it is win at all costs, and if we're not meeting an expectation or a picture, then we feel less than. Children, the children in the world feel pressure. Gosh, it's getting so, like, babies are born into families and the not you guys, but there are families that are trying to get them in the right daycare, to get them in that right step, because that step leads to another. Because on the outer, that's what it's supposed to look like. Or with children that go through school, and maybe they aren't academically 100%, but they have so many other abilities and creative attributes that if they're given the opportunity and chance to share those, they begin to blossom. They blossom forth to who they really are. The times that we live in now, we're shifting, we're changing it, and it's great. You know, we look at pictures, and females have to be held to this certain standard, size 2, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Yes, it is. Because size 2 isn't who they are. They're this wonderful spiritual being, child of God, expressing through that body, that vehicle that they've created to have the most perfect experience for their soul this lifetime. And who are we to judge? Winning at all costs, puts a lot of pressure on everybody to be successful, to have those outer trinkets that we can check off. Yep, got that. Went there this year. My kids are in this school. You see? We're more than that. We can be more than that. When we begin to start going within and listening, and then follow. I will follow my inner guidance. I will follow my soul. We're here on a soul journey. We're here on a soul journey. gosh, when we start looking at it that way, it changes our whole perspective. In metaphysics, and well, here, see, this is radical. How's that? There's no competition in the universe. Interesting concept, isn't it? If there's enough energy for everyone to use, you see, we choose to use it or we choose not to use it. We can have any experience we choose to have. We just have to get our head straight, think about what we want to do, visualize it, manifest it. We are the creator, sons and daughters of God. That's what we came here to demonstrate, to manifest. So we put on this mantle of limitation. We're these unlimited beings, and we put on this cloak of limitation. And we're in this 10-round fight of overcoming limitation, do you see? To be victorious in something. In something. When that is so minute in the grand scheme of things. Like I said, we came here to be that love. God's love made manifest. God creates with love. And so when we can just let go of competition and definitions of what that could look like, should look like, and accept our divine nature, accept our unique expression, and just be that. Just be that unique expression of God. And this is all radical. Started a couple years ago with Jesus. Very radical individual. God's within. God loves you. God's your Father. You can do whatever you want to do. Hey, do you see these things I'm doing? You can do these in greater. That's our mission. We have to put on our unlimited cape. You see? Let's tap into that super power of love, divine love, and allow divine love to move through all that we do, all that we create. That's the choice that we have. When we begin to feel that pressure from the outer, children feeling the pressure of not making their parents proud, women feeling the pressure of not being able to succeed, men not succeeding enough, to look at our planet and with open eyes and open hearts and ask the question, how successful have we been in being stewards of planet Earth? That's what we can all do, is to go within and ask that. And then maybe ask, well, what can I do? See? Because I'm part of the whole. What can I do? What can my contribution be? And from outer eyes, it might not look like we're doing too much. We're not being a success. We're not in the magazines. But we're following our guidance. We're following our guidance. We create with thought in this dimension. We hold these faulty thoughts within us from memories of the past lifetimes, and we haven't let them go. We came here to look at limitations, to move through them, to transcend them. Because we are divine, because we have God's power flowing through us, we can look at that and say, I'm ready to let that go. That's not the truth I am. That's not the truth I am. You cannot accomplish anything that you can't see yourself accomplishing. In our human nature, our mortalness is limited. Our divinity, our spirituality is unlimited. Unlimited. To experience our unlimited nature through this plane of limitation. See, we mold form, we mold the ethers with these thoughts that we hold. to begin to take that opportunity and time to go within. I will follow you. Be still and know. That inner voice will never steer you wrong. And for your soul, you'll be victorious. You'll be a winner. You'll have accomplished what you came to accomplish. You will have accomplished what you came to accomplish. See, you came here for your soul. You didn't come here for the world. If you take care of your soul will take care of the world. God's got a pretty good plan going on. As long as you live merely in the physical and intellectual, you will set limits on yourself that will hold you as long as you live. Wow. We're eternal. Are we ready to let go of some of the limiting thoughts and beliefs that we've been dragging around forever?
Yes.
Yay! You all know how to train an elephant, don't you? You ever see that one? This one. So it's changing because we're honoring elephants now. We're not going to put them in as many circuses as we used to. But they could take a baby elephant and put a little thing around its ankle and put a little stake in the ground with about a 3-foot rope on it. And the baby elephant would walk, get to the end of the rope, and then go, couldn't pull it out. Okay, so here's this elephant just going like this. It grows up to weigh 4,000 pounds. They put a stake in the ground, put a little chain around it for us, so we think we're safe. And the elephants go like this. That elephant learned when it was a baby limitation. We know that elephant could pull a stake out of the ground. We're strong. But the mind is even stronger. Thoughts are strong. What limiting thoughts do we hold that limit us? That limit us. That's what we can begin to entertain. And then to go within and ask, Father, what do I need to do here? Or what do I need to not do here? You see? Because we're creating our reality with the thoughts that we're holding. Jesus said, in the world there is tribulation. I like that. You feel like we're in tribulation? Okay. But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Okay? In the world there is tribulation, in world thought, in worldly thought, man's thought, there's tribulation. But be of good cheer. I have overcome worldly thought, Christ consciousness, spiritual awareness. Spirit creates matter. So when we are creating a world and experiencing a world that's less than comfortable, that may seem limiting and painful, well, what's creating that is a worldly way of looking at life. So we have to change our perspective to a spiritual vision, to an unlimited nature. What do I really want to experience? What do I really want to experience? That is such a hard question for people to answer. What do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know. You're 46. Come on. It's almost like we haven't given ourselves permission. We haven't given ourselves permission, limiting thought, to dream, to aspire, to be greater. Do you know why? Because the world said only a few people can do that. They're stars. They're special. See, the New Age, this is what's really great about the time we live in now, the Age of Enlightenment, to begin to understand who we really are. The age of brotherhood, when as we succeed and achieve our heart's desire, our soul's manifestation on the planet, we understand that we are connected with that source of energy. There is no competition in the universe. If we can do what we want to do, we're a success. May not fit the definition of the world or People magazine or the Journal-Constitution. But in your heart, when you give yourself permission to express your uniqueness, you're a success, you're a winner. How many people are doing that on the planet? 8 billion people. Not a lot, but it's changing. It's changing. Because as we encourage and support and love our brothers and sisters, as we raise our children with that unlimited ideal I am, we're taking off those shackles so that they can walk freely and be who they came to be. To be who we came to be is winning. To be who someone else wants us to be is losing. Because we are not living the life we came to live. We gave our life away. So when we direct our life force energies to someone else's dream so that we can be or look like a winner in the world's eyes, how's that feeding your soul? How's that supporting the truth of who you really are? These are questions that we can all ask ourselves. It's not so much the answers we get, it's the questions we ask. To begin to ask ourselves these questions. How are we doing on planet Earth? I'm not even going to go there. How am I doing in my life? Only you can answer how you're doing in your life. And when you answer how you're doing in life, and you get the answer and you get the guidance, you're going to come into a state of peace. A place of peace. And then the energy that you're beaconing out is going to be peace. It's going to be love. And we're going to support people. And we're going to allow people to support us. That's a new age. We are one. The law of one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is healed, all are healed. That's the truth. It's not just words. That is the truth. When you speak those words, breathe them in and feel it. Am I doing the most loving thing today? Am I speaking the most loving words today? Am I acting in the most loving manner today? Only we can answer that question. We could be acting loving to somebody and they go, why are you being mean to me? You see what I'm saying? Because of their perspective. You're supposed to act like this. Tough love. What are you doing? Be true. Be true to yourself. Be true to your heart. Be true to your soul. And then the energies that come from you will be the truth, the love, the light I am. How do we get here? We have to start listening. We have to start listening to our guidance. We have to start taking that quiet time just for yourself. Just like Jesus, I'm going to the mountaintop, see you later. But he says, go to the closet and shut the door. Shut the door the worldly way. Go within to spirit. My kingdom is not of this world. My kingdom is spirit. My kingdom is spirit. Love is king. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Seek ye first the counsel of God. Go within. Go within in the silence and ask for counsel. What am I to do here? What's my next step? What do I need to let go of? And the kicker is, we already know the answer. We aren't listening. So it gives us a little bit of discipline to put ourselves in the right position to be able to receive. As we begin to just be who we are and we're connected with God, we're just flowing this energy, Everything's energy. It's flowing. It's flowing. Our thoughts limited. Keep the thoughts open and flowing to who we really are. I wrote this book, Beyond the Within. Whoa. Big deal. How's that? The big deal is I gave myself permission to allow my soul to come through the words. Heather gave her soul permission to allow God, her soul, to come through the words and music. Mike made music from his soul to match the energy, to flow. It's giving ourselves permission. Give yourself permission to follow that guidance, whatever it is. And if you give yourself permission, I will follow you, you see? You will get the support every step of your journey. Winners, successful people. We're moving into the time of win-win. We can all be successful. We can all help each other because we're one. We are one. And when we get it, we're doing our baby steps now to get it. We just started. That's what I tell people, about 500 years is going to be looking pretty good down here. So our age is like a little over 2,000 years. We're just started in the age of Aquarius. A whole new paradigm, a whole new mindset, a whole new way of relationship. So we moved out of martyrdom into being winners. All of us being winners. All of us. Being the unique I am presence on planet Earth at this moment in time. That's the gift we came to share. When you find what you love to do, you've all heard this one. When you find what you love to do, you will never work a day in your life. Isn't that cool? Because aren't we shackled to work and hours and all this stuff? But when you find something you want to do, this is what Cindy and I tell people, well, we're just doing life. This is our life. It's not a job. We are just doing life. We try to do the best we can, but we're going through our human limitations, so bear with me, for sure. But Cindy's a master teacher. She loves teaching. She will give you her heart, her soul, and all of God she's got. She loves it. One time this person asked me, Cindy was teaching class, she says, why should I take that class, Patrick? I said, because Cindy's teaching it. You see, there's more between the lines of life than on the lines of life. Life isn't lived on paper. It's flowing. It's being who you are. And don't you just love being around people that are passionate and love what they're doing? It's infectious. It inspires us. Gosh, they're doing what they want to do. I'm ready to try what I want to do. You see, that's the gift that we can give people. To be successful. You know what we want to see on the planet? How's this? No more pity parties. Oh, let me get over here with you. Oh, no. We want to all be happy, vibrant, alive, spiritual beings on planet Earth. And in the process, we're just lifting, transforming. So when we look at the word winner, there's nothing wrong with being a winner, but we don't want to lose some love. And we are part of the whole. We are part of the whole. We're understanding that now. And when one is helped, all are helped. So that could be our mantra this week. When one are helped, all are helped. So if we help ourselves, we're helping all. Isn't that very selfless service? I love it. When one is helped, all are helped. Let's go within. And once again, we close our eyes and we close the door to the worldly way. And we breathe in God's love. We ask to feel your love, Father. And as you breathe, feel your heart begin to grow and expand in that radiant love once again. Just feel the presence of love growing big and bright and radiant. And I want you to just dive right into that love and light and find yourself standing in the garden of your heart. And as you stand in this beautiful garden of your heart, just look around and notice how beautiful it is. Notice the energy, unconditional love, creations in the air. Your space to be who you truly are, to feel loved, supported, healed within the heart. So just breathe in this energy and just feel how loved you are, and just feel how supported you are in your walk, in this lifetime. And as you stand in your garden, I want you to envision what you want to be, what you want to experience, what you want your world to look like. And I want you to see it, envision it now, as clear as you can. And see yourself being congratulated. See yourself being paid that amount of money you want to be paid. Feel that sense of fulfillment. Feel your soul singing. And see this energy. If you can see it, you can be it. Feel it. If you can feel it, you can know it. And live it. See yourself living it. And just see the love and support of your world. See the people around you happy for you, supporting you, loving you. And you in turn just radiating out this flow of goodness and love and light back to them. As we begin to ignite that Christ light on planet Earth. So just breathe and feel that radiant light I am strong within your heart. Be still and know I am with you always. So just breathe and be aware of your whole body, your unique vibration. I am. I am love. Feel your unique love. Know this love. This is who you are. This is who I am. So just breathe. Feel your feet on the floor, your consciousness back in your physical body. Glad to be alive on planet Earth at this moment in time. And just gently open your eyes. Could you see yourself? This is part of that creative process. You cannot accomplish what you will accomplish if you don't see yourself accomplishing it. Use the power of the inner vision, and it will be reflected out in your world, and you will draw that right to you. Yay, God.
Yeah.